think about it.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
I'll think about it.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
Exactly. But none of them believed me.
Where am I?
I'll
Should be here by now.
think about it.
Oh, I turned myself. Oh. Did it work? Hello, everyone! It's your Booth Ice Booth here, and welcome back.
Exactly. But none of them believed
We're back with some more Genshin Impact. Ah.
I'll
Also, hello, Tui.
think
How do
about
we
it.
just got a computer? No worries. Hello, I still have cough, so I might still sound a little off. I'm currently rhyming. And that's about it.
Exactly. But none of them believed me.
Oh, I seem to be stuck in the rare first person. Oh, there we go. I almost forgot your ritual. Use room seconds later via crashing through the ceiling. Oh, that's perfect. It's good to be back streaming again. The holes in the ceiling have never felt any
Exactly. But
different.
none of them believed me.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
Anyways, I'm currently drinking a hard cider. Only one, though.
I'll
This isn't a drinking stream.
think about it.
Okay. Got the zoomies out of my system.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
So, today, I'm going to cough. Give me a second. Like how my voice is kind of... I'm just trying not to cough. It's like I'm trying to hold back a sneeze. But anyways, today, we do Furina's story. Only one key. Get quest. Ah, let us go to yesterday. Alright, so we're going to take this on. Also, if you notice that I have this, I don't want to go to the, this quest, this mission involves me going to the bounty board. I don't want to start a quest that's over there, so I'm going to wait until I do this quest to relieve the option of doing that. One day, you arrive at the Adventurers Guild to check the commissions there. Huh. How utterly convenient. I think we should go and check the bounty board and see what we can find at the bounty board. Whatever will be there.
Hey, Catherine, it's us. Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps?
Adventurers Guild? What did I say? You don't be so direct.
Paimon's just being enthusiastic. We're old friends now, she gets it.
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again. Looking for the next challenge, I see.
Yes.
Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
That's fine.
Don't worry about that. We were just kidding. So what's the situation?
Paimon. Paimon was kidding.
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. The original cast member ran into some issues and is currently unable to perform the role.
No, I was saying like the commission. The commission that I haven't done yet involves me going near the bounty board, and I don't want to start the quest that's over there because there's a quest that's going to start when I go over there. So I'm going to do this story quest so that way I can get the fun little commission alternative thing, so I can get my full commissions. I explained this earlier to you, Twee. I explained this whole thing earlier. Oh, never mind. Okay. I missed the never mind. My bad.
But the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties, so unfortunately they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
That does sound like a tricky situation. So basically they're looking for a volunteer?
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job. There are only a few days left until the performance. If they can't find someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show. And delays tend to create all sorts of new problems.
I can wear the dress.
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas?
I'll need a hairdresser, a costume designer, and I need to take a look over the notes for the musical or play.
Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring in musicals.
Very true, but that's no reason to not try.
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester? He's right over there.
Oh.
Maybe you can't fill the role yourselves, but you might be able to help him figure out another solution. Maybe there's something he hasn't thought of.
Oh, it's that guy, huh? No wonder, he looks like he just ate a sour lemon.
Alright, got it.
Paimon approves, let's go! Hello there, are you the guy looking for a new actress?
Wait, I know you two. Are you really willing to act in my musical?
Can I wear the dress?
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already. But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals. But we heard that you're in a bit of a bind, so we figured we could at least try to help you think of a solution.
Ah, I see. It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It would be such a shame.
Can't you cover the budget for a new actress with ticket fees?
That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a group of amateur enthusiasts.
Ah.
All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell you? Yeah, this is supposed to be our final show together as a troupe.
Oh, damn.
One last show. And after that, we go our separate ways. So we were really hoping to end on a high note. Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and effort we've invested into it.
Catherine mentioned one of your actresses can't make it.
Yeah, the leading lady, in fact. She's been dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood, and unfortunately, it flared up again recently. It really drains all her energy, so she's in no state to perform. The show just won't be the same without her. But for everyone else's sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance on schedule.
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. Let's see if we can come up with any ideas. What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you carrying?
About 13 million more. Why do you ask?
Please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor. And I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
Lawick, I will literally give you 3 million Mora. I don't care, it is pocket change to me. I get Mora, like, by the million every day. I literally spend 500,000 Mora every day in this game. Almost 1 million. Sometimes 2 million if I'm really just trying to get characters grinded up. But Mora isn't the biggest problem right now.
Good point. If the actress just goes through the motions for the Mora, that's not exactly rescuing the show. We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible. Oh, wait! What about... you know who?
Child? No. Acting. Venti! No, wait. Oh, no, I'm thinking of guys. Girls. Yunjin! We get Yunjin!
That's how you know we're the best of partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world right now.
I don't think Yunjin would have free time, but we could still ask her.
She's really good at performing, and she was once super popular with the crowd. Performing in a musical should be a piece of cake for her.
She's still popular.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous.
That is not who I thought we were going to say, but yeah, I guess Furina.
Her? You're... That was a joke, right?
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon's pretty confident that she'd be really good at it.
You're not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of big-name shows before. They were one of the reasons she was so popular.
Oh, well, shit.
But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner. She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Furina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours.
Are you prepared to do whatever it takes?
Well, yes, but...
What?
Fair enough. I mean, if she was actually willing to, then of course I'd be honored to have Lady Furina star in our show. I'm sure the rest of the troupe would be delighted too.
And I'm just delighted that people aren't, like, ready to throw pitchforks at her.
I'm sure everyone in our troupe has probably dreamt of performing on stage with her one day. Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested. She might consider this opportunity beneath her.
No point in stressing about that. We'll only know if we ask her. And besides, things are different now. There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty anymore.
Yeah. We haven't checked on her. We haven't seen her in forever, so might as well go check on her.
Thank you for your help. I guess I'll just stay here and wait for the good news. Good luck.
Wait, where does Furina actually live nowadays? She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but she's, moved out, right?
Yeah, I think so.
As it happens, I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
1, how, and 2, thank you.
Woo! When did you get here?
I came over when things were starting to sound more promising. I thought I should be at the ready in case my assistance is needed. It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I can.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find Furina. Back in a jiffy.
Oh my goodness. Catherine out of the box?
I can't believe they're seriously asking Lady Furina. Seems a little over the top.
Second time, Catherine out of the box?
Try not to worry. May I pour you a glass of water?
Okay, so she currently lives... I thought she'd be living out in the countryside, honestly. But she's still in the city. Also, I should probably preface for people, in case they are wondering, just to remind once again, I was unable to save the file from the last stream of Genshin, so I don't have... Oh, she lives in an apartment. Nice. But I was not able to save the last stream for Genshin, for the Fontaine finale of the Archon Quest, so I want to point this out just real fast. because I thought of this today. Lore-wise, for our version of Traveler, and for me personally, we have accepted Child and forgiven him after he's fought against the whale in the theater and saved people and was saving people. We appreciate Child now. Just to catch everyone up to the lore, because I forgave him on that stream, but since that stream is now in the void, I have to say it and preface it here. And yeah, so we forgive Child. We still like to beat him up though. We still like to beat the shit out of him because it's funny. What kind of weapon's gonna make? Oh, and now on the table. I can't make anything. Damn. I lack the crystals. I lack a lot of crystal. I should go mining for crystals. And I should make this at some point. Honestly, I really should just make this because it has the same aesthetic as Risley, and I think it would look nice with him. Because I don't have his catalyst. I haven't. He's using this, which is also attack. Ah, hello, Sparrow. Feel free to lurk.
Did Catherine really give us the right address? She lives here?
Well, it's humble, living in an apartment.
Not that there's anything wrong with this place. It's just, a bit
Oh,
of a step down from the
I missed the 5 rate there. Thank you for that 5 rate. Let's get right into it. Goofy Boy also realizes he's soaking wet after being dunked into the 5 rate pool. No! My hoodie's all wet now. It's gonna take like an hour to dry off.
You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't in earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
Oh. Sorry.
Okay, when did popping out of thin air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags.
She's making macaroni, no one can fucking stop her.
I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious too.
I'm not gonna say what the Traveler is saying, because once you live the college life in an apartment, you grow accustomed to having the same things occasionally. Or almost every day.
Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
And macaroni and cheese on Saturdays.
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
Is it because you have to do all your own home cooking now?
How rude! Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity!
I don't mean to. The game's just giving me this as the only option.
It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now, too.
Hmm.
Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre focilor or blubber profiteroles in no time, if I felt so inclined.
I don't know what blubber profiteroles are, but I want to try it now.
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace.
Look, Furina, you can boil water, you can prep noodles, and you can make a sauce. You're doing better than like some people I know.
Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoo!
Sorry, we're sorry. Please don't be mad.
I'm always just showing your concern for your well-being.
Yeah, exactly what the traveler said. Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you. Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either.
That's not important. We're actually here to ask you for your help.
My help? Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help.
You're the only person. Good job.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture about your attitude just now.
Okay.
So tell me, what specifically makes this matter so specific?
We need you to act in a play.
I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense. After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within my capabilities. But given the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
True, but I have made a decision to retire from the stage.
What do you think of her demeanor so far compared to how she presented herself before? Well, it's clear that she's taken a turn, but based on this statement right here, I think that she's done trying to act as something else.
Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me. Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was. Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again. But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
So that's how you really feel.
Paimon can understand, but this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's okay.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross.
All right. Well, I won't press you.
If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself, which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place. So I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
All right.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without any fanfare. Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Nope.
Short and to the point, okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships. Besides, anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me.
Oh.
Since I'm just an ordinary person now, they'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help.
No, you shouldn't assume the worst of people.
True, but I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for their help with a show they won't even get paid for? Oh, no way. I'm dying from embarrassment just thinking about it. Nope, not happening.
Well, is there anything else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're working for.
And he hasn't said I can wear the dress, so we're out of options.
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would.
Could we get Cloran to help?
Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
It's all right, Furina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh, everyone in the troupe will be so disappointed.
Well, it's time for Plan B. Boof in a dress.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now. All right, then. We'll see you around, Furina.
Toodaloo to you, too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
Alright, enjoy macaroni.
It's too bad, but we have to respect Furina's decision. Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories now.
Okay, when are we gonna learn about champion duelist Savinian? I want to know about this character. This man is just standing here. He's like he's the only like musketeer-looking flourished man in the entire like city here of Fontaine. Like, when do we get to have a Savinian story? I want Savinian character quest. Like, event, something. I want something with this character. This man looks interesting. I want to learn about him. Summon file, no one, not one more or less. And they're very good. This is 50% higher than the cost of hiring a regular duelist to be your champion, and then some. That is what they call the kinship fee. Kinship. What are they going to do with the price? I've investigated, you know. The person you intend to have me duel is a cousin of yours. Familial disputes are very tricky. If you can't afford me, then I'll... Alright, wait a moment. Let me reconsider. This man has experience dueling. I want to know even more about this man. Anyways. Oh.
Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent? When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Shortly after you left, the troupe's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform.
Oh.
Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding. So, how did your conversation with Furina go?
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
I see. Well, circumstances have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all. You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all. Staging the musical with the full original cast was always the dream, of course.
Oh, right! Sounds like everything worked itself out then.
Well, damn. Imagine if we managed to convince her only for her to find out she's not needed.
Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Jeez, is Lady Furina really so harsh with people?
Only joking. Calm down. So, guess we can consider this case closed now, huh? Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains for ideas on the way back here.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. You've made yourself very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement. This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you. So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it? The whole team is putting everything they have into this final performance. We have to make sure it goes ahead.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I'll definitely be able to tough it out until the performance day. I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. So the last thing I want is to be left out. Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home, myself included.
You're right. I'm sorry. I let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your permission first.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on.
Hey, Paimon? Wait here a second.
Sure.
Got some cake.
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list.
You know, spying is a little bit beneath a lot of people, but lying to my face as well is kind of annoying.
All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me.
Good.
Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
Furina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing here?
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned, that's all. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things. And all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down. I'm sorry, Paimon.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
Then why don't you just show yourself?
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you?
Look, Furina, it's either I ask them or Paimon asks them, and when Paimon asks them, it's even worse.
I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then, to make matters worse, you caught me.
It does be like that.
But in any case, it sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack. I mean, how could we be worthy of having Lady Furina star in our show?
There's no need to think like that, and no need to keep addressing me as lady. Just Furina is fine. I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband? If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control. Everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director. She was the heart and soul of our troupe. She kept us going.
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she was a victim in this serial disappearances case.
Oh shit.
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice. But still, no sentence can bring our director back to us.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Furina. They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us. People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were really looking up for us.
And then disaster struck.
Yeah. After that, the entire troupe fell into disarray. None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can, but despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart. It's agonizing, but ultimately, we'd rather end things now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our dreams turn to dust.
Oh.
So sad.
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then her life was so cruelly taken. I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Yes, exactly. We all miss her terribly.
Well, good thing I followed the traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Furina.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway. I can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member. But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though. Will that be a problem?
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epiclese is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high. The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them?
Yeah, a verdict can bring emotional catharsis.
An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time. Take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before, and so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh? You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
Shut up, Paimon.
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
The name's not Swine, it's Paimon!
Shut up, swine.
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Alright, I'll do it.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Furina's performances, as of course we all are.
Yeah, shut it, emergency rations.
All right, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size. It's a little on the smaller side.
Yeah, I can run there. Okay. Ooh. I like it. Nice and quaint.
Huh? Lady Furina?
What's Lady Furina doing here?
Hello, all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Miss Furina will be supporting our production of The Little Oceanid in the role of artistic consultant. These two over here are the ones that made it possible. They kindly reached out to Miss Furina on our behalf. I'm sure they need no introduction.
You bet! That was the trial of the century!
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
I'm glad to have helped.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
So, you were saying The Little Oceanid?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of our greatest regrets is that she never got to complete it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show, we can all take some solace in that.
Wait, but if it's not finished, then...
Finding an actress was the least of your problems.
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about. The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family. She longed to live just like any other human. And sure enough, she found friendship and even love. Everything seemed perfect. But one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world came crashing down around her.
So far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after that?
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with her script. We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage. But people have different opinions on which direction to take it in.
We still haven't decided between a happy ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah, like they say, truth is stranger than fiction. But then there's the question of whether we really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment. We have to consider their emotional stake in this, not just our own. And one last thing. We're still waiting on confirmation from two of our main actors. The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script, but the deadline's passed and we still haven't heard from him.
I'm sure he's probably buried in his papers writing away.
The other is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist. He took the director's death pretty hard. Hasn't set foot in the city since. He did write to us, promising that he'll be there for the final performance, but we haven't seen or heard from him since. So we're not really sure what to make of that.
Huh. Although, now that we have Miss Furina helping us, maybe we should take the opportunity to get everyone back together.
What opportunity? What do you mean?
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
Our director was constantly singing your praises. All of us look up to you as a role model.
Oh, stop! You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way. I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing. But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1, let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending.
I'm sure Paulo's fine.
He went back to Poisson a few days ago.
Ah,
Said that
Poisson.
staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago. But I guess it's the opposite. A friend in need and all that.
Yeah, maybe he could use some company.
Poisson.
Oh. Oh, right. Son.
Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith in the show. So, allons-y. To Poisson!
Alonso. Ah, and with that, we've completed our commissions. Well, that'll round up the night. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this the stream. Oh, excuse me there. Right, this is still going on. I should do this at some point. Place is still in disarray.
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
Nice music. Yeah, I gotta say, Fontaine has had, I think, some of the best music. Like, the fight music, the emotional pieces. It's just... it's really good. I guess I'm a sucker for more like a European orchestral than like it's because I've just grown up like playing an orchestra so much.
It's me. Is the script ready?
You came all the way here for that?
Yeah,
All right. Forget that
the
for
deadline
now.
is the deadline.
Just come on out. We've got some great news.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
Okay then. Looking forward to your masterpiece.
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show. Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but sure enough, here you are. And Furina, too.
Oh,
I was wondering if we might run into her.
So, you're here for Paolo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll. Get over here, you! How oblivious are you?
How are things in Poisson now? Any better?
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry to hear that. I wish there was something I could do.
Please, Must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet? We all have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do. And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done, which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe. To avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Furina. It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all, like my father before me. Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Thank you, Navia.
Off we go then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with, so maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have.
Happy to be. This looks like it's going to be a fight. Okay. I guess there wasn't going to be any rowdy people. Unless I'm double wrong.
I'm so grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her.
Hollowed Mist, hello! How you doing? Navia? No. Tomo? Yes, I don't think I remember that character. Please forgive me.
It's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything. You can't get around the obstacles without facing them.
So that's why you were nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here.
Tomo is from Madoka Magica, the one with yellow hair. Oh, okay. I've never seen Madoka Magica, but I have been recommended it a few times when I was in college. It was prefaced as, it's a really good show, followed by, it's very depressing. And I was conflicted, but also curious. Haven't watched it, though. I do plan to at some point.
Still, I felt it was something I had to do.
It's called a
As I
Tragical
was
Girl
saying
anime?
before, I want to see for myself
Oh,
the
okay, so
things that I
Madoka
never
Magica
could
is
in the past.
tragic. Madonna magical movie. Thank you, autocorrect. Oh man, I can't wait for the next Madonna magical movie, where Madonna is a magical girl.
I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. But they're more likely to unleash a tirade of vitriol against me. Which, of course, I completely understand and accept.
I'm sure people didn't buy Navia's lie. We're getting more stares than...
Yeah, I can tell people are watching me.
Yeah, we're getting more stares than MC Escher painting.
I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes. I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
Maybe you've taken on a bit too much in one go.
I can't let myself see only the things I want to see. How would that make me any different from before?
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
And they're not staying quiet either.
Probably time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rasula's ship? We should have a view of the whole of Poisson from there.
Alright. Also, we might be safe up there, too. Hello, Roger?
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll. And here I am dumping all this heavy stuff on you.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet.
I won't.
I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant. They thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them from harm. And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You're only doing your duty.
Don't be so harsh on yourself.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear, and I became more lonely and isolated. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my throne. Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst-case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals such as yourselves. Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
I would think of your freedom as your reward.
A reward?
You can finally speak your heart.
I guess so. Back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in. I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was, and exposing the secret I swore to protect. Believe in the Furina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. No one could be allowed to know. That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I kind of thought the same thing.
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same.
Do you feel better? Having gotten all this off your chest?
I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now, at least the choice is in my hands.
How exciting.
All right, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished the ending by now.
Sure. Okay, let's head back and check it out.
Is the ending finished?
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down copious quantities of fish and chips, you know?
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? I'm not about to pass on free food.
Same.
Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good looking. That's your job.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
Oh no, looks like they're arguing again. We're back! Could you maybe put your differences aside for a moment?
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead. Paulo's nearly done. We shouldn't have to wait too much longer.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right? We heard she's playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl. What about you?
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he outgrew that role. Well, the costume at least. So now he's playing the boar instead.
Ah.
Sorry.
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines too, like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Wait, that sounds kind of familiar.
Huh.
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to devote ourselves fully to performing. It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
You mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore.
Well, that's fucked.
I spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various medicines. But whenever I had a bad flare-up, I'd be lying in an alleyway for days at a time. It was like that until the director found me one day. She told me I had a great voice and asked if I was interested in studying singing from her. I said yes. She took me under her wing, taught me to both sing and act, helped me find Mora for my meds, took care of me when my condition decided to flare up. I know it was all a huge burden on her.
She sounds like a really incredible person.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troupe and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director. I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a murderer, my parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage.
Oh.
The other kids were always picking fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer." It was just to taunt me, though. I was an easy target, and they knew it. One day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I lost all faith in humanity by that point. Thought the whole world was out to get me.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Yeah, for the first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
The day you hoped would never come. How times change.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss Furina.
Furina? The Furina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Okay, let's keep your voices down before we get all of Poisson to try and kick us out.
Please.
Or worse.
The honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Same here.
Yep.
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script.
Okay.
I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little Oceanid decides she wants to become a human against the wishes of her family. She finds love and friendship in the bustling city. But then, disaster strikes. The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid, plants and flowers are withering, and the people begin to panic. The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it and investigate the truth of the matter together. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
Consciousness? You mean the water is sentient?
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis. Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret. The little Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away, and faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover, and the rest of humanity.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save them after that?
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love, one that extended to all of humanity. Surely the biggest strength of Cleo's character.
There's actually something else that bothers me. You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible. What about if the little Oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her, her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity continues down the path to extinction?
That's depressing. Jeez.
That sounds like too cruel of an ending to me. And perhaps a little irresponsible to present to the audience.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director Aureli's death. both arbitrary and meaningless. On the day when she went missing, Director Aurelie had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the rendezvous point, but she never came. By the time we returned to the city, she disappeared without a trace. We looked for her. The Gardamex looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. Increasingly, all the signs seemed to point to her being the latest victim in the serial disappearances case.
The director was the kindest soul in the world, yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her at all.
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen? It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since, but all my efforts so far have turned up nothing. Villemont might know something, but he won't open up to me.
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, I have a hard time imagining that anyone took it harder than me. Because, well, speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply, madly in love with Aurelie.
What? You kept that one quiet.
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest about how we feel. I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away. She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her, and she'd never considered us as potential romantic partners. Not that it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear. So I told her I'd always be there for the troupe, and I'd always be there for her. I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troupe no longer required her constant attention, well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life. And now, that day will never come.
Oh, Paulo.
So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by Aurelie. I won't let anyone get in the way of that.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Villemont once and for all, face to face. We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything. One of them has to compromise if we're ever going to reach a final decision.
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Villemont.
Where does he live?
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. But for the sake of our final performance, I'll do whatever it takes. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y!
Oh, okay, they're out in the countryside. I was still expecting Furina to be living out in the countryside, not in a small apartment in the city.
This is tough going. Delphi, are you sure you can manage in your condition?
I could ask you the same question. Try to keep up.
Ugh, as if this journey wasn't tough enough already without a roadblock.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour. Wait, why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen Furina in a fight before.
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could be converted into indemnitium. Miss Furina said so herself.
Why do I have a smug-ass look on my face?
Precisely. And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a damsel in distress more than anything.
Okay, that's why I have a smug-ass grin.
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie, indeed.
C'est la vie. C'est la vie.
Alas,
Man, I fucked that
I'm
up.
forced to watch on helplessly as a more brave and seasoned adventurer than I swoops in to save the day.
I know what c'est la vie is. I've just never seen it spelled out before.
Aw, too bad. I was so pumped to feast my eyes on fight mode Furina.
Sorry to leave all the heavy lifting to you.
Don't worry, piece of cake.
Let's begin.
A bitter pill to swallow. Remember, health comes...
Away now.
Mind the side effects. Yeah.
Bombs away!
The doctor was sealed. Decided by destiny. Yeah.
Seems like an emergency. A bitter pill to swallow. Yeah.
I really should have brought another character. Ugh.
Mind the side effects.
I'm having fun. I grabbed 2 Hydro characters that I didn't think I would be battling.
Swallow. Taking a turn for the better.
I'm relying on chip damage with Dendro bursts.
The doctor was sealed.
Mind the side effects.
Water jet!
The doctor was sealed.
Seems like an emergency.
Oh god! Oh god damn it! I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. We're switching characters. Fucking hell. I was thinking, okay, just 3 slimes, that'll be it. No, we gotta have more. Get out here, Lenny.
Prepare to be a...
Now disappear! A round of applause!
A bitter pill to swallow.
And voila!
Boom.
Bravo! Good show! You certainly live up to your reputation.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
This is an hour 1P.
Vilma, are you there?
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Wait, what's Lady Furina doing here?
Hello.
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop. We now have everyone except you.
We explain what happened.
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone? I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show. If I open this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us. We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Viamant, avoiding the truth will not help anyone. Unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Viamant. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone. But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything for the sake of the show. The Little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was nowhere near enough. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire. So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances. It seemed like a win-win, so I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director. It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods that I realized the drink in question was synth.
Oh.
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
I remember it induces a state of euphoria.
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was completely shocked as well. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, she contacted the merchant and stated that the troupe could not agree to this collaboration. The merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to sue us for damages. The amount was astronomical. There was no way we'd be able to pay.
And then?
I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the whole troupe and it wasn't my fault. But things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and then suddenly the director told us all to leave the city one day. I knew then that things must have reached a boiling point. I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything.
You brought the director to the attention of the synth dealers.
Yeah, I got Aurelie killed. There, I said it. Happy now?
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us? What do you mean, you were afraid? This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her! How could you be so stupid?
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him. You need to stay calm.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? This guy got Aurelie murdered. She was the love of my life. And he has the gall to try and high-road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility for what he's done?
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but that won't bring back the director. What good is my apology now? I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer. It's what I deserve. End my life. So I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Get out of my sight. Go, get lost. I don't ever want to see your face again.
That's enough! You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Now pipe down, both of you! Can you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
You're right.
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're all used to seeing the director as the heart of the troupe. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all, and how much she loved the troupe. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters. To shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her. And that's what you should be celebrating. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already? After everything she did for you?
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means. And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured? But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director Aurelie and the home she built you all to let go. What are you laughing at? I don't see what's so funny.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again. If she'd seen Paulo and Villemont at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle person.
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed. She really was a truly outstanding person.
What you said, it really puts everything into perspective.
I'm truly sorry. I really meant for this to be a genuine apology, but I ended up making it all about me and my self-pity.
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about it?
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters. When emotions are running high, things get lost in the fray. The end of the story needs to focus back on O'Reilly herself. She's the true star of the show.
It might actually be possible to find out more about her fate.
What do you mean?
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items belonging to the victims. If you could find anything that O'Reilly left behind, perhaps we can get a better sense of what she went through in her final days.
You really think that's possible?
Yeah, I can raid the evidence locker.
I trust that nobody would object to the ending of the story being based on O'Reilly's true feelings.
No.
Well, we'll leave this in your capable hands.
Come, let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you, head back to the rehearsal location for now, and wait for our good news.
Mind the
Excuse me.
side effects.
A side quest I might completely forget.
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case? But, that case has been closed for quite a while now.
It's for personal sentimental reasons.
Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application. Okay, please hold on. I'll have someone dig them out.
She gets the stuff for us.
So, this is all O'Reilly left behind. Just whatever she was carrying on her person and this tattered old notebook.
Hey! It's full of script lines! And sketches too! Looks like they show where the different props should be placed on stage.
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she was kidnapped. Aha! I found something. To whoever discovers this diary. Let's see. Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. She even mentions the truth behind the experiments on dissolving young women. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vacher's guilt.
Damn. I must have missed that when I was looking over everything.
Vacher took so many lives. It's still so unthinkable how many victims he had.
I guess O'Reilly must have written all of this down in the hope that her records would one day be of use to investigators. Wait, it cuts off.
Something wrong?
Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. She probably didn't have much strength left. Her final words are... I'll let you read them for yourselves.
Someone else was taken. That makes 6. But perhaps the 7th? Someone tried to escape yesterday, but was caught. She hasn't been seen since. What was yesterday? Was that yesterday? Maybe not. I've lost track of time. I've long since lost track of time. Sorry. I don't know if writing this is of any use, or how much longer I can do it for. I can already see my fate approaching. But what terrifies me even more is the thought of seeing others from the troop here. Have I truly protected them? Sorry. I'm so sorry. I can write no more. I think I have a fever. My old stomach troubles have returned, but nobody has given me any medicine. I suppose I am more fortunate than Gracie. The pain keeps her awake all night. I suppose they think that anything goes as long as the experimental subjects can be used up before they die. It is so damp here. I have given her my blanket. So cold. So cold. So cold. As long as one persists, all things will pass. There will be a reward for hard work. I like to tell them such things, but it is I who am losing my grip. If anyone sees this, troop, safe, I, them, important. Please, farewell, apologize. Life, perform, future, regret, Cleo. This page is an absolute mess, and the writer's pen seems to have wandered its surface at random. Only some words can be made out, and barely at that. From this page onward, the diary stops, to be replaced with lyrics from musicals. Some are in the form of newspaper clippings. Others are handwritten, with many crossings out and changes. It is apparent that the pages have been referenced often, and that this was the personal notebook of artistic director Aureli.
She was so terrified.
She watched a girl get dissolved right in front of her.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop, but at the end of the day, she was only human. I can't bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have been. Wait. This part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
Flipping through the notebook, the lyrics continue. However, one page has been torn out, folded up, and placed next to a blank page. The last blank page. At the bottom of the folded note are 2 new lines Aureli has written, in handwriting much more legible than before. But it seems that they took her both great effort and a deal of time to write. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want? Because I am an older sister to them. I love them.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this still what you want?
Isn't that the most important line in the Little Oceanid?
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh.
So she didn't regret her decision, even as she sat in silence, waiting for death to come. I'm sure this is what the troop would have hoped to hear as well. She had their utmost trust, admiration, and love, and she truly deserved it. Let's go. It's time for them to learn Director Aureli's final thoughts.
Okay. After reading through the notebook, some are lost for words, some weep bitterly, and some grind their teeth and howl with rage. A long time passes before the group is able to calmly come together and finally make a decision.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed in the face of death, then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible, even if it meant sacrificing herself. We know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead with the show?
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance to make this a show worthy of our director. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director Aurelie and her alone.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus. I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance. And aren't human emotions love, hate, regret, and hope just the most mesmerizing things in this world? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Furina. And thank you for supporting us through all this.
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal. During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
That's sweet.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe. All right, I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary stage. By which I, of course, mean the Opera Epiclese.
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine?
No, though that's not what I meant.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
Go big or go home.
I have no problem with it then. How about the rest of you? I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on. We'll need to get the go-ahead from Neuvillette. I know just where to find him.
First Miss Furina, now the opera epiclese? If only the director was still with us.
Hey, come on. There's no point in dwelling on that now. We have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you're right. Now's not the time to get all melancholy.
During the final scene, maybe we should stop the music just before Cleo takes the stage?
That would be good. Elaine doesn't want to talk.
Best of luck to you.
That is the flattest cello I've ever seen. Oh, and it's dual-sided too. A two-sided, solid wood cello. I have so many issues with this. Use that duet. I would be surprised if it sounds good. It's not hollow. It needs to have it needs to be hollow to have like the acoustic to it. It's this is a small detail that bugs me. Like, you think I wouldn't have noticed, but I did. That upon looking at first, I could see like the neck was on backwards, along with the scroll, and I had to look and just see, and it's two-sided. This is. Are you serious? Okay, so Neuvillette should be in his normal place, right? Yep. Oh, he's outside this time, I bet. Is he outside? He is. Alright, guys, say hello to the sea otter.
Hey, look at that. Looks like I guessed right.
You were just guessing?
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Furina. And you too, traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see...
We explained about the little Oceanid.
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult. The story of the little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage.
I feel like Neuvillette's the kind of guy who will be like, this sounds wonderful, I can't wait to see it, and then he's going to be bawling his eyes out at the ending of this musical.
I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Huh? What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes, This is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them, so I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing led to another, and, well, here we are. In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases, all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every one. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom, but I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
I'm truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist Cleo are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions. Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories, either on or off the stage.
I like that The Little Mermaid feels like an adaptation to The Little Mermaid. I was kind of getting that.
This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Thanks, Nervalet.
You are very welcome. Many people were once enthralled by Lady Furina's performances, myself included. I hope that one day she'll be able to understand that our appreciation was always sincere.
Yes, Violette is the best daughter. Oh, hey Daz, how you doing?
Good news, everyone. It's done. The Opera Epiclese is booked. Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Nervalet was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance.
And we can probably get a good cello that isn't, like, weird.
We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity, but we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance. A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast. Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the more time we'll have to rehearse. Fiumali and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
I can't wait.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation? That's great!
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us. We've come so far. I never could have pictured this scene a few days ago.
It's amazing! Even though Furina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up!
I'm looking forward to the final production.
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
Cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Leave this place, oh little Oceanid, and never, ever look back!
Ooh, a full house.
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance in a long time. If only...
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage!
Why? Why does it have to be now?
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now. Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What? I thought they cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
You... This is a conversation for another time. How can the show go on without its star performer?
Miss Furina, I'd like to make a request of you.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're going to ask. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. I'll sing the finale.
Oh.
From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that, everything's come full circle.
You love this part? I hope I enjoy it, and I will 100% make sure that I save this VOD at least.
Thank you, Miss Furina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position after everything you said.
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No one likes regrets, myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. After all, this show is dedicated to the life and legacy of our director. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart. Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
Well said. I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
here yet?
Will she get here?
She's not coming!
You're wrong.
She's here.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Me pardonneras-tu, ô chère mère? L'eau dans son courant fait danser nos vies, et la cité elle nourrit, ainsi que toi, mon doux amour.
But what about your wish?
My wish.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Le grand amour ne suffit pas, seul un adieu fleurira. C'est notre histoire de vie, douce et amère. Moi, je suis seule et toujours là, à voir le monde et sa beauté. Et ça ne changera jamais, jamais.
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Furina on the stage just now?
She hasn't been seen for a while now, and she just appears out of nowhere? Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Wait, that's not her name. What's going on?
I don't know, maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself, even if I had no choice. Still, I have to admit that, despite everything, it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Furina.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on!
Oh, so it was Furina after all.
She's back!
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
All right, calm down, don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged.
That was really good. I was not expecting the song being a song in French. It made it so much better. Freena's vision is different from all the Fontaine visions because her vision have dragon foreclaws being Nouvellette probably gave her the vision. Really?
After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this just yet.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, most you could, yeah, sign a few autographs.
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
Make me.
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack. Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Oh, that. I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it?
By the way, oh, the YouTube channel up with the full song. Oh, lovely. Hell yes.
I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went. If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
Ooh, this guy's from Inazuma.
Did anyone see where Miss Furina went? Oh, I want to get her autograph, but I can't find her anywhere.
That means Furina technically has the first dragon vision. That could be the case. Hearing that, we have to remember that Nataland is the land of dragons and dragon people, so we might be getting visions that are designed like that, possibly. But for the time being, I hope that it's like a unique design for just Furina. That is a really cool thing.
I thought Cleo's actress sang very well. Why did they swap her out at the end?
I don't know. Maybe that's just how it was scripted.
That depends if Pirate Dragon has authority back or not. But yeah, Tweet, it's the land of dragons. You think they wouldn't have some flair to their designs? I mean, considering how the visions and Fontaine look.
I wasn't expecting such an incredible performance from an amateur troupe. They didn't seem out of place on the big stage at all.
Land of Dragons don't mean shit.
Yeah, their technique could use some polish, but the performance in general felt very believable. Hit all the right emotional notes. I think it'll stay with me for a while.
The only way for Sovereign Dragon to regain their authority back is for the Archon to die. Well, oh yeah, Tweet, I understand that. I was just making a point that I feel like the Land of Dragons would kind of make sense for them to have like a theme with their visions, kind of similar to how Fontinians have a little special design to their visions. Don't patronize me and give me a cookie and just say, oh, sure, Jan. Maybe I am eating the cookie, maybe I'm not. Who's to say? Ew, cookie water. You made it less appetizing by saying it's cookie water. Oh, I see the. I just saw the redeem there. What is that? Give me a second.
Ah, you're back.
What was that? A 5 rate. Okay. Thank you, Daz, for the 5 rate. I didn't see it there for a second.
She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication. From experience, though, I'd say she still needs a few more days of rest.
How did the performance go? Was it a success? Did the audience like it?
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic! Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while Furina was on the stage. You'll probably be able to read all about it in the Steambird first thing tomorrow morning.
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end. I guess I was wrong to try and tough it out to begin with.
The real question is, which is more hostile environment, Land of Dragons or Australia? Well, considering in Australia everything's trying to kill you, I'm going to say that one probably takes the lead. Unless you mean like Australia as in like something Honkai Star Rail, in which case I can't say which is going to be deadlier because one hasn't been released yet, and I haven't gotten to that area in Star Rail. Also, spider dragons sound terrifying, but it also kind of sounds like a Bahir with extra steps.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay,
Like
so
they
regular
told me
Australia. Okay.
After announcing my name during the curtain call, everyone's work deserves recognition. Even though you couldn't see it through to the final scene, the audience was very impressed by your performance.
Boof,
It's
phase,
safe to say that you made your mark on this memorial show.
Boof, phase, spider dragon. You stop that. You stop those ideas right now. You take those ideas, dire queen phase spider dragon. You take that idea, you put it back in the box you got it from, and you put it back on the high shelf. You weren't supposed to go up there and grab that. That's not where you're not supposed to take ideas from that shelf. That's the shelf for like high level end game things. I now pronounce you Boof and Spider. No, I don't allow it. My arachnophobia would not allow it.
Well, one way or another, we did it.
Shadow Dire Queen Phase Spider Dragon with Dire Phase Spider Dragon legs. This just sounds like a Tomb of the Annihilation level.
I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect things to go smoothly in life. I'm just happy to know that we went out on a high note. That's all that matters.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we? Maybe if you didn't push yourself past your limits so much, your illness wouldn't be flaring up all the time.
Oh, don't you start. I don't have the energy to argue with you right now.
Aw, you two clearly care a lot about each other.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean we never stop arguing with each other?
That's what we said.
So, any plans for the next step?
Ancient Shadow Dire Queen Phase Spider Dragon with adult Dire Phase Spider Dragonlings. Oh, thank you for the posture check. Okay, that's... I'm gonna quickly adjust this real fast, because apparently... for some reason... OBS isn't showing the, redeems, so I have to, like, tab over slightly so I can see the chat for with the actual browser, so I can see when the redeems are being made. Thank you for the posture check. With a bowl of soup. Okay, now you brought me back with the bowl of soup. You lost me with the whole Ancient Shadow Dire Queen Phase Spider Dragon with adult Dire Phase Spider Dragonlings, but the bowl of soup, you have me now. You've once again reclaimed myself. I don't know why OBS isn't showing the channel point redeems. I might have to look into that later.
After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe is sure to spread through Fontaine like wildfire. You won't have to disband if you don't want to. You could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the little Oceanid to the bigger theater troupes out there. That would do wonders for your financial situation.
No, we should still disband.
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space. But maybe our paths will cross again one day.
Hey, don't just walk off!
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Furina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too, but I don't know if my health will allow me to.
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off until you've properly recovered as well. What about you, Miss Furina? Any future plans?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go until I finally acquiesce. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that this whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage as I previously imagined. Maybe Nervilette was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. So, maybe the show will go on for me after all.
Just do whatever feels right to you.
Yeah. There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth. But from now on, I want to spend my time learning real stories about real people and how they touch the lives of others around them. I want to watch them blossom and wither, see them refined on the page, retold on the stage, and remembered long into the future. I'm sure this is what captivated director O'Reilly as well.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling.
The voice of Sino does a really good job. Does a really great new Villette, which to be fair, he also does Yuan, who sounds similar to New Villette, which apparently gets approached at conventions by mothers who ask him to do the voice. So he is using the tagline of "Your mother's favorite voice actor." That is perfect.
The more you
That
get
is
out
the
into
best
the
thing
world,
ever.
the more you'll discover what a
Genuine and
fascinating
Star Rail.
place
Okay,
it
a
is.
character I don't know exists yet. Okay. Can't wait to meet him. Oh, yeah, next time I'll invite you to join me.
Then it's a deal. If a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
I mean, of course I have some regrets, but
There'll be plenty of opportunities in the future for us to tell the stories that we want on stage.
I'm just finishing packing up. As soon as I'm done, I've got an interview with the Steambird to get to. Thanks to all your help, this show was more perfect than we ever could have hoped for. But most of all, I want to thank you for giving me the chance to finally say farewell to Aurelie.
Now that the buzz is worn off, I feel ready to pass out.
Bro is literally a JoJo reference. Ah.
Thank you so much. I feel like I've rekindled the passion I had when I first joined the troupe. It might turn out to be too little, too late for me. But still, this has been the experience of a lifetime.
Alright, well, I've talked with everyone. Let's go. I don't think I missed anyone in the room. I've talked with everyone here. Oh, right, I forgot. Let's talk with Dolphy and Log again. Yep, no goblins to speak with. Alright, speaking of goblins, hey Furina.
It's ironic to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power. And now that the gods have given me their blessing, it actually feels more like I'm finally able to take my fate in my own hands. Is that how humans feel about it as well?
I like that tip right there just said something about, like, if you can't handle a commission by yourself, you can try calling for backup with co-op mode. Who's out here having trouble with commissions? Are commissions, like, harder at, like, higher world levels? Am I missing something? What do you think of Furina's story? I think that was a lovely story. I also know that that was the second time we had a 5-star character story quest where we don't play as the character at all. We just get to observe. And I kind of prefer those. I kind of prefer those kinds of like things. So we got New Villette where we didn't get to play as him. We simply just got to be a part of the story and just kind of learn about things. I kind of like those. I kind of like it better like that, honestly. Also, second time we see a character gain a vision. Yep. She is still a goblin. She refused to face me in Genius Invocation, and as such is still the worst character for running away from the duel. Well, when they finally... Oh, I'm not going to go that way. Kind of... I'm blocked in. Ah. Ah. Well, child would never run from a challenge. Yeah. Well then. Now that we're done that, we have an hour left. And yeah, I'm slowly dying. While I would want to do more Genshin things, I kind of want to swap things up and play a bit of Honkai Star Rail for a little while, because I haven't touched the game in about a week, and I've just been trying to get back to playing it whenever I can, just trying to just hop in and do it. So I think we're gonna stop here and we're gonna switch over. Oh, by the way, the survey is now up for Genshin if you want to go ahead and do that. But for me, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna swap over and play some Honkai Star Rail. Get caught up before we hit Space Australia. It's never gonna happen. I'm gonna miss the hype of Space Australia. I'm currently living up the hype for the fact that I've finally reached the below in Bellabog. Did you guys know that there's a below area in Bellabog? There's a below area in Bellabog, guys. Boof, we have Red from the campaign as the banner character. I don't know what that means, but it can only mean funny things. I'm guessing that's probably what it means. I'll click on this. Let me go ahead and change the stream information. All right, let's capture it. Second time playing Honkai Star Rail on stream. Feels good. Now I'm gonna preface, I don't want any spoilers while playing this. I am still in Bellabog. This game is a bit loud. I am very far behind, so just please bear with me. I also still want to do all the events in the order they've been released for this game. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot, but I'm gonna get a lot out of it as well. And with my lack of knowledge and awareness of what character is what, I'm gonna wait until I'm done with this. Yeah, with my lack of awareness of what characters are what and what characters people are saying, oh, get this character. I'm just gonna go with whatever interests me via the banner when it comes up, and I might just be waiting to see what characters are rerun characters and go for those personally. What is your stance on the anthropomorphic intertwined fate from Genshin known as March 7th? I think March 7th is a pretty fun character, honestly. how we can Oh, cool. What's Travelogue again? Oh, that's Travelogue. Oh yeah, I decided to swap to Star Rail to round out the last hour of the stream. And as you can see, I've clearly been logging in every day. Ah, and this is the current rerun character that I should be focusing on. I don't know who this character is, but I like them. They look very cozy and are just enjoying a nice hot beverage while ice fishing. I can get behind this character. Link is from Bellabog? Oh, cool. I hope I run into her. Well, I guess I do need the Stellar Jades. Let's try these out. Since I haven't done any of these. Partially out of anxiety. Implants new weaknesses onto enemies, reduces enemies' defense and type resistances, and applies multiple debuffs to enemies. Okay. Also, I want to play as Natasha. What are her technique points do?
100% break.
Okay. So she shoots things.
100% break.
Yeah, I know she can hack the world because I remember her being in the intro. Okay, yeah, she's Quantum. Yeah, I remember now. She's Quantum. There's a high chance to apply additional type weaknesses to a single enemy and deal quantum damage to the target. There's a high user banned. There's a high chance to lowering enemy defense and deal massive quantum damage to the target. Talent. I always forget what skill, talent, ultimate, and technique is. I need to play this a lot more to remember which is which. I know like one of these is passives. I know what basic attack is. I know this is the ultimate. Skill and talent. I forget which is which, as well as. Well, I know this is the technique. Okay, after each attack, there's a chance of. Okay, this sounds like the passive. This sounds like the passive. With one random. Battle deals minor damage to all enemies and reduces toughness to enemies irrespective of weakness types. Also, literally, I want to point out the few times I've come back to playing this, talent's passive, skill is the basic ability. Okay, thank you. But I've played this and I've started using the use friends allies thing. Sparrow, I don't think I have you yet as a friend. I think the friend request actually expired hilariously. But I've been using Twee's character, and it's literally just using an instant win card. Literally, because everyone else's characters are so much stronger than mine. Everyone just like every other character I use is just instant kill. It's just instant kills everyone. Okay, so we have a Gundam.
Might be trickier to crack.
There's just a Gundam here.
Time for a buzz.
in bad shape.
It'll take more than that.
That hurts.
Ow.
This combat needs optimizing. At this speed, too slow.
This is our chance.
You can speed up the animations. What? No, I don't. I don't want. I like them. I like watching the animations. Support character is Clara. My support is Don Hung 5. I think I have Clara actually. He's my first 5-star I have. It keeps them, just speeds them up. No, I don't mind it. I like them at normal speed.
Time for a shot. Here comes the medicine.
Much better.
Can you let me have some fun this time?
Let's go.
How about this? Rules are made to be broken!
That's pretty good. Oh, cool. Alright. 3 things that I can't do. Alright, let's see what Argenti is about. I've never seen anyone click the skills and abilities to use them. That's mainly how I work. Look, when I play Final Fantasy XIV, I don't have hotkeys for every single ability set up. I just click them. Consumes more energy to unleash stronger ultimate. Consume more enemies. The more enemy targets hit, the more energy is regenerated, the greater the crit rate increase. Oh, so he's a crit boy. He's extra crits. Oh, we get to use King Yun. Yeah, King Yun. Love you.
Glory above all.
Wait, is he normal? Is he normal damage? Minor physical damage to a single enemy. Skill deals minor physical damage to all enemies. Inflicts daze. Okay, so that's what I did. Attacking a dazed enemy deals minor physical damage to enemies and regenerates energy for Argenti. Consumes 180 energy and deals physical damage to all enemies, and additionally deals minor physical damage to random single enemy targets. 6 bounces. Oh, so things bounce? Make sure you save his ultimate until the rose icon at the center blooms so you can see the cutscene in its entirety. Oh, okay. Argenti uses his basic attack, skill, or ultimate. He regenerates energy and increases his crit rate for every enemy target hits.
Just in time.
Actually, I don't want to do this. How do I cancel? Can I not cancel? Can I cancel? Not use this.
Just a little something.
Okay.
Think nothing of it.
Better late than never.
Okay, I know I'm supposed to think for you. I just kind of saw and got instantly just thinking. Oh, okay, better speed.
Evil must be gone.
I just saw it was lit up and like zeroed in on it.
Wretched, fleeting.
Okay,
That'll take more than
I see the bar here.
You're in bad shape.
Let's be friends, shall we? All the best!
Oh, it's never press? Alright, I'll get it after this.
The knight's duty is my guiding light.
Naughty children, don't listen.
Customers are always welcome. 1,000 wonders to raise your spirits. Good omens. Fight us one!
Okay, is it ready? It's glowing like hell right now. It's glowing crazy right now. Is this thing ready to go? It is? Alright.
Until I see that light once more.
I'm gonna overkill this man. No hard feelings.
I will protect all beauty in the universe.
Oh, there was
Let's
more.
be friends, shall we?
There was more. Well,
Evil has begun.
The beauty is eternal.
this guy kind of struck me as a fire character, I'll be honest.
Savor the vigor of it.
Can we talk?
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I just love
My
how
gratitude is yours.
she has a grenade launcher and
Customers
she's
are
a
always
healer.
welcome. All the best!
My oath is to a solitary rose.
Nap time.
Let's be friends, shall we?
I'm gonna fuck him up.
1,000 wonders to raise your good omens. Fight us one!
More crits. All the crits. All the damage.
Until I see that light once more. I will protect all beauty in the universe.
How are you still standing? No matter.
Time for a shot. All better now?
My gratitude is
Customers
yours.
are always welcome.
Just in time. Just a little something.
Oh yeah, I know I can use ultimate at any time.
Better late than never.
It's the one thing I know about this game that I haven't forgotten. I know I can use my ultimate at any point.
Stay close. Here stands the Silvermane Guard. My oath is to a solitary rose.
That's a nice counter you got there. Too bad it's not granted.
Wretched, fleeting.
Oh, and I was gonna use my ultimate to finish off the last guy. Yeah, Tweet. I use my mouse. I use mouse to do the ultimates. Argenti seems fun. Actually, let me see. Right, left. Right, I got Clara. Yeah, let's get up to where my characters are leveled up right now. Ah, the very powerful level of level 15. You guys wish you were at this level. Also, I do have good old Arlen and Serval as well. Haven't used them at all. I might just switch to my team actually because I'm getting my ass kicked right now with my current composition. But first and foremost, there we go. I don't remember getting this. Links his sisters to Serval? Oh, that's cool. Also, I think, since I might just put Asta, because I like Asta as a character. I haven't used her in a while. I'll think about that. Oh. Right, I was gonna team set up. I'll swap out Dingyun for, Clara. We'll have her on team. Because there is literally no electro weakness people in this entire fucking place so far. Oh, right, Genshin has conditioned me to look at every character wearing red and think that they're going to deal pyro damage. Well, she'll deal more damage. Pulling on the banner, at the very least, get a good healer. But this is my healer. These are my healers. I get cosmic fried rice. Also, how much can I get out of these? Oh, I got a solid 10. Nice. And that puts me at... Okay.
Nice.
I'll get 5 from the monthly store. Yeah, but I don't have any of the special stuff to get those. I don't have any of the special the equivalent of Stardust. I'm kind of broke. Oh, okay. So this is the underground. Oh, they got a boxing ring. Oh, I remember this character. I remember that character from the trailers. I remember this character from the trailers. Let's go.
So, you promise that if I win hide and seek, you'll tell Big Sister March all the ins and outs. Yep, all the ins and outs.
Her name's Hook.
What does that
mean?
It just means you'll tell me all the details. No hiding anything and no telling fibs. Hook isn't an overgrounder, you know. Hook never tells fibs.
Yeah, never.
Well, that's settled then. Okay, let's play. Huh? You? When did you get here?
I've been here a while.
The hide and seek, okay? Let me explain.
Hook is this game's Klee. So you're saying that she has a lot of events that revolve around her.
It's like this. After I woke up, that doctor said Sampo had taken Don Hung with him. I went around in circles trying to find the blue-haired scoundrel and bumped into these kids. They say they know where he is. But they said I had to join the moles or something if I wanted to find out. And to do that, I had to prove my strength by winning a game of hide and seek. Do you get it?
I get it. You're being bullied by children.
So what if I am? Why don't you help me, huh?
When you say help me, do you mean help the kids bully her? You? Or help you beat the kids?
Hey, are you done with your secret talk? The most time is precious.
Yeah, precious.
Okay, we're done. Pitch Dark Hook the Great. This is my friend. He also wants to join the moles. Can he play too?
Pitch Dark Hook the Great.
Huh.
Sure. That's a name.
I guess so. Then you guys are seeking.
Is she standard banner?
Boss, they don't seem very smart. Why don't we do a practice one first?
Hey. I am very smart. I know how to swing a bat.
You're right, Julian. Okay,
Hook is
let's
a
do a
4-star?
practice one. I'll hide. You two have to find me.
She's a 4. I thought she was a 5-star.
So, you kids think you're better than us, huh? Just you wait and see. It's simple. When you see one of them, you just have to catch them.
Got him. Oh, I'm gonna catch him real good now. Also, I'm the good heal. I'm a healer as well. See, I can restore myself, so I don't really need a healer all that much. And also, this heals too. So I'm just fine. 2 trash cans stood tightly side by side. No force in the world can separate them. Beautiful. Their shadows meld together as if they were locked in an embrace. As long as the trash cans stand together, they can weather all difficulties in the universe. 2 trash cans side by side. This might be one of the most beautiful things in the world. Have another self standing by your side, even if it is just a trash can. This ain't Genshin, you'll eventually end up needing a dedicated battle healer. Well, yeah, Sparrow, I know that. I've lost like 1 fight already, and that's why my characters are now level 15 because I had to increase their levels so that way they could actually deal damage and survive. One of them falls, the other further follow. Anyways. Wait, does the dumpster give you stuff? Hint of sinister, nothing like trash cans. Scientists once said when a dumpster is shut tight, it exists in a superposition of states where it is both devoid of trash and full of trash at the same time. Interesting. What am I doing again? Oh, I'm looking for Hook.
Ha! Gotcha!
I thought she was hiding in the dumpster. One of the events in the next location has a mention that the spaceship has no trash cans, so now my pro. Ah. How about that?
So what? It's just a practice. Wait until we're playing for real. You'll see.
I mean, you had me there. I thought you were in the trash can.
Bring it on. All right. Now we're playing for real. You gotta count to 50 before you open your eyes. No cheating.
Got it.
47, 48, 49, 50. Ready or not, here I come, naughty children! The moles haven't lost a game for ages! You're doomed! You got it yet? We're the underground's greatest hiders and seekers.
You haven't lost a game? Who you been playing against? Blind people? Dumpster is shining. Someone threw 3 pieces of geomarrow in there. I don't know what that is. The person threw it so heavily that the shards of ore scattered all over the trash can. You have no idea where the anger of that person stems from. Neither can you understand his behavior. After all, geomarrow is as valuable as gold in the underground. Why would you throw money even in a fit of rage? Of course. Wow. This dumpster evokes a special emotion in you, unrelated to its location, appearance, and olfactory triggers. It is the sense of hiding from the world, as well as a hint of preternatural coziness. A wrinkly piece of paper is stuck on the lid of the dumpster, with the number 81 on it. Knock. Well behaved, the trash can is someone's private zone. Rat-a-tat-tat. Knocking on the wall before entering it. That represents your respect. In fact, however, not every decent person can really win others' respect. Open. You see a shabby room with a set of wrinkled yellowish bedding, a pillow made from a gunny sack, 2 opened bread-flavored soda, a pair of miner's boots, a worn-out book whose words can no longer be distinguished, as well as a knife. Looks like someone uses dumpsters as their humble living quarters. Huh. And these children, you've just been playing with,
Haha, I caught you! Doesn't count unless you can answer this question.
Wait, there's, oh god, there's a fucking test involved? Show me the rule book.
What? But we caught you! What's with the Q&A?
I thought I had you there.
That's what I thought, cunning child. You can't outsmart someone who's too dumb to be outsmarted.
Something's not right.
What do you mean?
That guy's been staring at us this whole time. Hide and seek might have to wait. Let's see what he wants.
March, we are playing hide and seek. I can't... Okay, it didn't get rid of the quest, so I'll just talk to him then. Seemingly adult man. Is he seemingly an adult?
My instincts are telling me something's not right with this guy. But...
He's looking taller and older.
That's because I'm tall. And old. I'm a grown man. Ask anyone.
Excuse the fuck me?
All right, the jig is up. Your voice gave it away.
But I'm Julian of 1,000 Faces. Why did you have to talk to me? My reputation is ruined. What will the boss think?
You should work on becoming Julian of 1,000 Voices.
No need for the melodrama. That was still a magical performance.
Alright, where would Cliff be in this place? Probably down here. Are you fucking serious? Oh, minecart.
Don't run! I got you, Hook!
Nice going, Goof. You ruined his reputation. Now it's beatings in the mine for him. Ah, he'll get out of it, no problem.
Not fair! I'm the boss of the moles! How can I lose to a bunch of villains?
Villains? I only stole one thing.
Do your worst! I'm not afraid. What are they feeding you kids down here?
I'm sorry, boss. I failed.
You dress pretty fly. I mean, yeah.
Darn! How did you see through Julian's disguise? What villainy is this?
Also, that's very rude, Marge, assuming these children eat it all. Damn.
Those with keen eyes see the dust between the stars. I came up with that, by the way.
With my help.
Yeah. You're in the footnotes somewhere.
I sure am.
So, Pitch Dark Hook the Great. You can tell us now, right?
I mean, yeah, they do have red flavored soda.
Yes. The boss of the moles is true to her word. Hook saw the blue-haired guy take your dark-haired friend to the Fight Club.
Ah.
The Fight Club?
I thought the first rule was...
Don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Is this more secret talk?
We'll tell you when you're older.
Pitch Dark Hook the Great. Where is the Fight Club?
March.
Can you show us the way?
March, I'm so happy that you understood that.
But it's an obvious building. Grown-ups are just useless.
By the way, fun fact, the voice actor for Mona voices Asta and Hook. Oh, wow! That's awesome.
Come with Hook. I'll take you over. Thanks, oh great one. That's Pitch Dark Hook the Great to you. Who said you could shorten my title? A club just for fighting. Who knew undergrounders had such brutal hobbies? In fact, it's awesome! They let you take part? When did this place last have an inspection? Loads of kids take part. Despicable. My criminal activity senses are tingling.
March, I think you're just being hungry right now, let's be honest. Mysterious kid, gatekeeper at the underground ring. That kid probably breaks kneecaps.
We're here! This is it! Hook's gonna go fight. See you later! Who's in charge here? How can they just let kids attack each other?
Oh, they probably got a kitty pit they fight in.
The moles are in charge, that's who. But only the kids. Wildfire's in charge of grown-up business.
Oh. So the moles control this whole area.
The moles control everything underground. Ooh, they need one more player there. I gotta go. If you ever want to fight, come find me.
Alrighty.
My friend, looking for a ticket?
The Fight Club is recruiting boxers. Have you ever considered changing your ordinary life to go from being the laughingstock of the town to a celebrity worshipped by all? Or perhaps you're born with dazzling talent, but you suffer from being a nobody, and you are what the Fight Club has been waiting for. You don't need combat issues honed through battle, and you don't need outstanding physique. You just need the potential to be the center of attention, and the courage to change yourself. Then we will forge you into an unrivaled hero. Sign up requirements. You only need to be an adult. Boss Scott has the keenest eye and knows better than asking about a hero's past. As long as you're an adult, we won't ask your gender, origin, or reason you joined. We accept sign-ups for all who meets the requirements. All sorts of posters, invitations, and notices are plastered on this wall. One caught your attention. It looks new, but there is abundance of dirty fingerprints on it. It is clear that for many people, this box form has ignited their fighting spirit. A trash can!
My friend, looking for a ticket?
You see a pitiful trash can made of tin, with a torso clearly dented from trauma. It seems like someone took their pensive emotions out whilst passing by. trash can. Bellabog trash can. Great place to hide something. Don't be close without courage. There doesn't seem much point investing in a trash can. It's just a trash can. The game's trying to tell me to stop. Even the game's being like, you should move forward.
Hey, I heard a new fighter showed up at the club. Young guy, dark hair. They say he's invincible. Where'd he come from?
I heard someone say he's an elite Silvermane guard.
Oh.
Don't be ridiculous. The Silvermane guards have been gone for ages. Why would one suddenly appear out of the blue?
Are they talking about Sampo?
My friend,
Eh?
looking for a ticket?
No. I should really explore this place. Oh, they have a little shop here. We'll check that out later. 2 shops. I forget what that one means. And we're in Boulder Town. What's this? Redeemable with shield. And that definitely means something. That means something, alright. Also, these are maxed out, so I definitely haven't done anything that was something important.
Brothers and sisters! Are you ready for today's most spectacular, spine-tingling, earth-shattering contest?
Booth with the 2400 excess resin. I don't know what to use the resin on, so it's just gonna sit there. What kind of name is Dr. Dig?
On one side, recommended by tall, blue, and handsome, the unsmiling, pulverizing power of the new kid on the block, Cold Dragon Young!
Do they just kind of like go through a randomizer to get these names, or do they just like take a shot of whiskey and think of the best thing?
And his opponent is none other than the unfeeling, incendiary, explosive might of Team Robomatic! All praise to Boss Svarog! Given that no other fighter was willing to take on the strength of Team Robomatic, Cold Dragon Young will face off against these opponents alone! On learning his fate, the brave young fighter had one thing to say: whatever! And so, let the semifinals of the 1758th Fighting King Challenge begin!
Quick, let's help him!
Why? He's in a cage fight. You can't. You know the rules of cage fights. You can't allow it. Okay, I guess we're gonna do it anyway.
Brothers and sisters, an unexpected turn of events! 2 members of the audience have charged into the octagon! It looks like they want to team up with Cold Dragon Young!
There's a place you can use the excess resin to farm out experience items to level up the characters. Ah, okay, so I'll need it like at some point when I'm actually my character, I can actually level up my characters constantly.
So you're awake?
Yep.
Yeah, the first thing we did was go look for you. And now that we found you, we're trying to make sure you don't get your butt kicked. You're welcome.
Brothers and sisters, you can feel their passion. The magnetic pull of this electric sport
I use
is
resin to get everything.
undeniable. But let me reiterate, these competitions are for professionals only. Whatever you do, kids, don't try this at home.
Oh yeah, Dunhung. Did you know they have kids fight here?
And Cold Dragon Young is signaling that the contest will go ahead. He's just itching to get into it. And so are we. It's the Iron Fists of Cold Dragon Young and friends versus the Iron Skin of Team Robomatic.
I can take them on my own, you know.
Doesn't hurt to have help.
We need to work on your emotional intelligence.
I just want to go home.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
You have the worst luck running into me. With me out here, how can we lose? Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Let's go.
How about this?
I'm not afraid of you.
I had no idea that would happen. That was pure luck.
Oh, what a beautiful performance! Cold Dragon Young and his last-minute admirers emerge victorious!
Admirers? How come we don't get cool nicknames?
We didn't get a chance. Cooler than Cold Dragon Young?
Forget it. I think our taste in nicknames is different. Hey, look! It's Sampo!
Just when I was starting to like him. We've got another butt to kick.
Let's get after him.
Oh, I should probably explore this place first. Oh! Like living underground comes two ambiances, noisy and noisier. But it's such a boisterous venue, you notice someone conspicuously out of place. You know from past observations that there would be one such person at every occasion. This one seems somehow different somehow. The quaint envelope sits unremarkably at a wooden crate that is being used as a side table, yet it exudes a unique quality of its own. Sampo is like child, you either love him or hate him. Well, I guess he's the new child that we hate. Silent, elegant, and friendly, midst of darkness. You also see invitation in big, crooked letters. You find yourself unable to pry your eyes from it. It's mine now. That's right, that's the right move. No one can resist such a silent, elegant, independent, and slightly dark envelope of invitation. Nice. What you'll learn from observing this handbag: if you don't make a sound, no one would know how much pain you're in. All the posters. Okay. Any treasure here?
That guy can't have gotten too far. Let's search nearby.
I do love the song, like the music for this area. It's really nice.
Hey, it's you! I was just thinking to myself, am I getting robbed? Who are these people following me? So, you start to walk a little faster. And anywho, if I had just turned around, I could have thrown open my arms and said a big hi to my old friends.
Sampo, give me a reason why I shouldn't break your kneecaps with my bat right now.
Save it. You saw us in there and got scared, so you pulled a runner.
Me? Scared? Oh, my friends, what do I have to fear? Surely I haven't done anything to offend you.
You did set up Dunhung.
Set him up? Yeah, with a job. You guys are new here, and let me tell you, you're gonna need some cash.
What the fuck is cash?
And Sampo Koski stops at nothing to help his friends. Saving you was just the beginning. I have to consider your finances too. With me, you get the full service, folks. That's friendship.
Is ditching us part of your friendship?
I had no choice but to take you guys down here. it was too dangerous for us on the surface? We're wanted criminals? Sure, the underworld has its drawbacks, but at least the guards would never follow us. We're safe here.
Sampo almost feels like Ito of this game. The difference is that Sampo actually has brains. Yes, Sparrow, but with Sampo all the same, would he still mix his cereal like Ito mixes his cereal?
Be that as it may, did you really have to poison us?
Maybe you've forgotten, but we were in a tight spot, my friend. There was no time to think. I had to use whatever I could.
We actually were not doing that bad. We could have probably survived. You just kind of poisoned us.
So it wasn't to cover anything up? A secret that you didn't want anyone, including us, to find out?
No, it's...
Don Hung, what secret?
Well, I'm not certain yet. But there's more to our friend here than meets the eye.
You win. I'll help you to the best of my ability, free of charge, I might add. But please, don't go spreading rumors about me. All right, to prove my sincerity, I'll introduce you to Wildfire. If you're looking for something down here, they're the ones to ask.
What kind of organization is Wildfire?
Well, if you want my opinion, they're a bunch of artless, stubborn fools. But who cares what I think, huh?
I agree.
They're a band of do-gooders who sprung up to maintain order in the underground. After the Silvermane guards withdrew, Wildfire set up shop. Still, don't underestimate them. We walk in the presence of giants. Have you heard that saying before? Well, Wildfire has giants in its midst. You'll see.
Why should we get to know Wildfire?
Because you're looking for something? Why are you asking? Dan Hung told me you guys were searching for a... what's the word? Stellaron. Sounded pretty powerful. If anyone has a clue on its whereabouts, it'll be Wildfire.
Right, I have a Stellaron inside me. That's the equivalent of a nuclear bomb.
You said I'd uncover a clue if I became the Fight Club champion.
Yeah. I mean, if you fought in the final round and won, you'd have incredible street cred right now. Wildfire wouldn't think twice about talking with you. I don't see the problem.
Yeah, why would Wildfire want to help us, though? Already we have the Silvermane guards trying to arrest us because the leader there thinks we're impersonating and trying to steal and destroy things.
Well, there's no such thing as a free lunch, of course. Wildfire has no reason to help you yet, so we'll just have to give them one. With your talents, we have nothing to worry about.
Sampo put his life savings on Don to beat up children. That sounds about right. Also, there's a feature you can read past dialogue. The option is to the left. Oh, is this past dialogue I can read? If I click this, will this let me read past dialogue? Oh, that's cool. Oh, and I get to listen. Oh, okay. That's really helpful.
I'm telling you, no matter where you go, there's only one rule to getting things done. Find the demand. You know, like supply and demand. Anyway, the underground has been sealed off for more than a decade. But do you think people here are just resigned to their fate?
Lead the way. And don't try and pull anything this time. I will break your kneecaps.
Have a little faith.
All of them.
It's like I said, Sampo never lets friends who've helped him come to harm.
So, what does Wildfire do all day?
Everything. They keep the peace, uphold justice, fight for resources, distribute goods. The sliver of trust they have for me has to do with the last one.
Oh, this poster right here. I I like this poster. Finally, some good art. Ooh. Thank you, Soup Poster. You've helped me find a treasure chest. And what's the trash can?
Huh. Where's Joshua?
What are those shiny rocks?
Oh yeah, what are
This
those?
is geomarrow, an
Oh.
exothermic ore. The underground and the surface are sealed off from one another, right? Well, only the geomarrow transport line is still running. The underground sends ore to the surface, and the surface sends goods to the underground. At least in theory.
Oh, geomarrow. That's stuff that I said I recognize, which is basically currency, but apparently I've never seen it in person.
Most
right
undergrounders are miners, and this is what they mine for a living. You know, if we didn't have geomarrow to burn, this world would have frozen to death long ago. All right, let's keep moving. The person I was looking for isn't here.
Game time. Guess my trash cans are here in Bellabog. Attention. Trash cans can be put side by side together and considered plus one. But those that you can see but cannot be reached do not count. $21. Nice answer. Honestly, it's uncertain if your answer is correct. This is the underworld after all. This trash can has not seen its overworld relatives in a long time. You know what? Here comes a question with a definite answer. How many trash cans are there in this town? The same rules. The rules are the same. Trash cans can be placed side by side. There is one. Seven. This is the wrong answer, but it's understandable. Who could count the number of existing trash cans? So let's stop the game right now. Damn it. I'll return and answer this correctly once I count them all. Also, I realize it is kind of close to like our closing, like when I usually stop. So I'll interact with this mailbox and then we'll stop here. This mailbox is tucked away in a corner. Not really. Try not to be noticed. Better not disturb it. You get the sense that even the most social person needs a personal space, let alone a mailbox. Alright, as you were. Sorry to intrude. Oh yeah, we discovered the underground. Wonder how many people have that achievement. I'm not gonna click this until I at least, I guess the first event that started in this game, like, starts after you solve the crisis here in Bellabog. So I'm not gonna touch that until after I guess I solve things here with all the story. With you, Claire, now, do you have any requests on what support character we'd like to see me switch to? I guess whatever you feel works, you can do. I want to buy something. Oh, this is Shield's the currency of Bellabog. Okay. I should. Oh, right. I get things from spending on this. You know, you have a fair point. I am kind of running a triple DPS. I should probably switch back to an extra support. Save your shields for Eidolons. What the fuck's an Eidolon? Oh. Oh, this is. Oh. Oh, okay. So save it for this then. Oh, right. Oh, those are constellations. Right. Oh, it's from a main character. Okay. What the fuck am I supposed to buy then? You do get assessments of shields. Well, you know what? Since you said I shouldn't buy anything, I'm not gonna buy anything until I have a fuck ton. At least 3,000. I just want to check out the shop real fast if they have. Ooh, yes. It's hard to get. I'm picking up shields constantly in his chest. I don't see what the big supply and demand for these are. We're not friends. I don't know who the fuck you are. Oh, you know, we're gonna have to talk to this guy later. Anyways, we're gonna stop here for the night. Now it's like pushing 12. Also, you can get Eidolons at the Herta space station. I think I did that already. I might have done that already. I can't remember. I also don't know how to get back to the space station. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this evening. I hope you all enjoyed. Oh, it's just on the map. Okay, then. I'll use the map when I get a chance. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this Honkai Star Rail and Genshin stream. And I hope you also I like to imagine Stelron shoved in your chest, making you Trash and Goblin automatically know the names of every person you interact with. Yeah, it's possible. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for the evening. So I'm gonna go ahead and find someone to raid for the night. Let's see. Who is on? You know what? I think it's been a while. And they only got 6 viewers. So let's go raid Rabbit Sensei. He's playing 30XX. It looks like Mega Man. It's like a Mega Man X game, sort of game. So yeah, we'll raid him. /raid Rabbit Sensei VT. Alright, so we're going to say hi to Rabbit Sensei when you get in there. If you don't want to join the raid, that's completely fine. Go ahead and just go ahead and watch whoever else you want to watch. The world is your oyster, as always. But I'll see you guys again for Tuesday, where hopefully I can, 1, be on time, and 2, I can probably power through the rest of Sniper Elite 1. And if I can do that, we can probably go on to Sniper Elite 2 and be one step closer to getting through the entire series. But I'll see you all later. Have a good night.